Good afternoon. Welcome back. It is Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. We have a few birthdays and really only one noteworthy event that happened on this date in the racing world. Um, Hang on, we got a scam call coming through, so I'm going to hit ignore. On this date in 2020, Cole Custer won at Kentucky for so far his only Cup Series win, and as of right now, the last race to this point held at Kentucky Speedway for the Cup Series. Maybe they'll come back. I think they always had pretty good racing there for a mile and a half track. They did have some good racing. So we're going to start off with our birthdays. A couple that I don't have cards for. Born on this date in 1962, former crew chief for a number of different drivers, Mr. Pat Tryson. I do have a card of his, and it's in my autograph bin. When he was crew chief at Premium for Ross Chastain, I did get him to sign. It was like a 2008 or 10. I can't even remember what set it was in, but it was a crew chief card that they had then. And then, excuse me, born on this date in 1980, part-time IndyCar driver Catherine Legge. So we're going to go to the ones that we do have cards for. Born on this date in 1998, kind of a journeyman, part-time, full-time Xfinity driver. He's been ride hopping this year. Hasn't had much success. He's only got a few career top tens. Mr. Joe Graf Jr. So this is literally all the Joe Graf cards that I have, unless they are autos or relics or numbered and put in other bins. So there you see the Panini Crusade. Next level, what is that? Select, maybe? No, Prism. Got a gray border. That one should, these two go in the rookie stack. I don't know why I had them separate, but that's what I have on Joe Graf Jr. He's been kind of splitting his time this year between RSS Racing and JGR. So, up next, born on this day in 1949. He is a Hall of Famer, though still active in the sport, which I don't agree with. And I don't know why NASCAR lets it happen. But there's a few that are, and I'll explain here in just a second. But again, born on this date in 1949, Rick Hendrick. So this is a 91 Pro set, but this picture is actually taken in either 87 or 88 when Rick was racing. He actually made a few Cup starts in a Folgers car. Probably not going to be a picture on the back. No, there's not. But I kind of got these in chronological order, just 91 through whatever I've got here at the end. And, of course, Rick has built an empire. We all know about the Honda bribery scandal in 96 and his immediate bout with leukemia in 97. But he's had championships with Jeff Gordon, Terry Labonte, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott. I'm probably missing one in there. Jimmy Johnson, duh. And he's had other superstar drivers like Mark Martin, Dale Jr., Tim Richmond, and so many more. Jeff Bodine, his first full-time driver back in 1984. And then another driver that drove one season for Mr. Hendrick, born in 1941 but passed away in 2007, Mr. Benny Parsons. So there's a picture of Benny's championship-winning car. You can actually see the roll bars exposed there. He was involved in an early race wreck and even ripped the roll bars off of the car. They actually took roll bars out of another car that failed to qualify for the race, I believe, and went out and completed enough laps to win the title. Here he is with his ESPN pit reporter suit on. Of course, later on he would move up to the booth, become a full-time analyst. There's his LG DeWitt car, probably back in 78 or so with that first National City Travelers checks. He was a spokesperson for a couple years for Trax Racing Cards. Here's a good picture of him from 83 or 84 when he was driving for Copenhagen. Maybe 85. Bullseye Barbecue Sauce, that would be 1988 when he was his last season as a driver. There's Bill Broderick, the Hatman Victory Lane Tour hat. That'd be a cool hat to have. Here's another picture, but they combine different years here, so this is going to be in the early 80s with the Melling Tool sponsorship when he was driving for Bud Moore, and the 55 Johnny Hayes car. There's just a sponsor, or not a sponsor, but commentator card. I'm trying to see. It looks like Ted Musgrave and maybe Wally Dahlem back there. Then another one looks like he's got a different TV, maybe doing a report for a local TV station, getting the ESPN fire suit, and a nice bullseye barbecue sauce. Now, Benny, I believe Benny is in the Hall of Fame. I'll have to double check on that. But what I was commenting on earlier, Rick Hendrick, along with Richard Childress, Jack Roush, are in the Hall of Fame as car owners. And they are active. And to a lesser degree, Tony Stewart and Richard Petty. They're active as owners, but they got in mostly on the accolades of their driving. My thing is if drivers cannot be active, why should car owners be allowed to be active to be eligible for the Hall of Fame? I think they need to be out of the sport for the same duration of time as a driver. I'm sure this is just a political move by the NASCAR Hall of Fame, but be that as it may, it's just one that I don't agree with. You know, you need to have that consistency and continuity in the rules and be fluid and transparent about it. And if there's something that happened that, you know, oh, this person is terminally ill or this person just recently passed unexpectedly, then yes, I could see making, you know, an exception. But it seems like there's a lot of owners, yes, I agree, that Childress, Roush, and Hendrick should be in the Hall of Fame based on their accomplishments as owners. However, because they are still active as owners, I think that they should not be eligible. I think the Hall of Fame is hollowed ground and should be for people that are, you know, not active. It's, you know, you got to, you know, you got to leave it at that. You can't just make it something because somebody's throwing dollars at it. But I get it. It's politics. It's whatever it is. So we're going to move on. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry about that last little rant. But it's just personal feelings. I do have mixed feelings about different other admissions to the Hall of Fame. But that can be another rant for another video. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you tomorrow.